Real quick before we jump in, the music video to Perfect Fantasy is out now. It was such a big, fun shoot to do. Definitely the most high-budget thing I've ever done so far, so check it out. We filmed it in Brighton with Heinley Orr as the director, and we had such a fun cast with Jack Manifold, James Marriott, Eleanor Neal, Max GG's, Josh Dare, Average Harry, a lot of fun people in there. All right, go check it out. Those ads on TikTok for those vertical shows. I'm not gonna lie, guys, they got me locked in. What do you want me to say? My FYP is either Paul McCartney thirst edits or these ads.
Dora. Can it wait? I'm a little busy.
Leo, I have been in love with you for years. I've been saving myself for you, and I want you to be the one to take my—
Who do they think I am? Down Bad McGee? Mrs. Down Baddie Belle? Anyway, usually I feel like these shows are riddled with like those weird alpha werewolf guys with a breeding kink.
Ethan's breeder. Breeder?
The breeder? Mm-hmm. And damsels in as much distress as the show causes me. But this one that I'm gonna show you is actually much more normal. And by normal, I mean we're still getting shit like this.
Oh my god!
No, Mindy just shit her pants!
This one that's been going around lately is called Deal with the Hockey Captain. Yeah, I'll deal with him. Yeah, put me in, coach. Let me deal with him. I can't stop seeing this ad when I go on TikTok, and I've been trying to force my friends to watch it, but they haven't yet, so you're gonna watch it with me. So yeah, I can't stop seeing this ad when I go on TikTok, and it's definitely not because I watch the entire ad every time, so it just gives me more. But I've seen other people mention it too. So naturally, I watched the entire thing legally. I paid money for this. And it's about this girl, Dora the Dork, as they call her. They're going to college, and she wants her childhood friend, Leo, to take her to Pound Town for the first time. Sorry, I was trying to come up with other ways that YouTube wouldn't mind, and that's the best I could come up with. So she wants to go to Pound Town. But she shows up at his dorm door and does this, and it's awesome.
Leo, I have been in love with you for years. I've been saving myself for you, and I want you to be the one to take my virginity next month before my 18th birthday.
And this is where we meet Mindy. Or Mandy. I don't remember.
Women have a choice, for they can be appealing, or they can be you.
I like this cardigan.
So would my great-great-great-grandmother.
I love how Misty has the audacity to insult Dora's outfit when she's wearing an American flag bathing suit with shorts over it, as if that's the pinnacle of fashion. It's awesome. And Leo's just standing there mogging the camera the entire time, like the oaf that he is. Sorry, spoilers. Nah, you can guess. He's the worst. All he says is,
Mindy.
And then Mandy pulls over her phone in like a ring light tripod setup, like she's live on TikTok or something, which is so perplexing to me because what were they doing on live before Dora showed up? Where Leo is shirtless and Mandy's in a bathing suit. Also, they just watched this girl bully the shit out of another girl, and the chat's going crazy like,
Oh my god!
What did she just say?
She's a virgin. LMAO.
She is a virgin? LMAO? Like, that's not... No, that's exactly how the internet would act, actually. It's not even that much of a caricature. Dora runs away into Troy, and his towel falls onto the floor, and she starts crying.
Towel just fall.
Why? Want to sleep with Pete?
Oh, come on, it's not that bad.
Guys, this show is hilarious. I know YouTube videos are no stranger to too many sound effects to keep your attention, but I love how this one uses this same pinging sound to train you every time something semi-tense is happening. So then we get the classic scene of the bully trying to get in there while they're like this, and then he has to hide her, and Troy saves Dora by answering the door, and we find out Misty and Troy used to date.
No virgins here. But you already knew that, right?
Goodbye, ex-boyfriend.
But now, Troy's like, okay, Dora, I saved you, and now you owe me.
Big time.
Now I know what you're thinking. I don't know where you could have gotten the idea that this self-respecting show would make you think that they would hint at whatever you're thinking to be the deal. You dirty, dirty. Men only want one thing, and it's disgusting.
No way. Guys like you only want one thing.
Such as?
Help passing math.
So they make a deal that Dora's gonna help Troy find out who's been wiring money into his account, and he's gonna help her get Leo, which means helping her practice flirting and etc. I just saw the whole plot of the movie flash before my eyes. I don't know about you guys. You gotta be a real movie buff to predict the rest of this one. So Troy thinks whoever is wiring money into his account is trying to set him up to look like he's throwing games. And he's asking Dora to help him figure it out. Also, I love that this bad guy's tactic is actually giving the person they want to get kicked off the team tens of thousands of dollars. What a horrible investment. So what's interesting to me is that he's smart enough to put that much together. Cause you think I would look into that? If I was getting wired like $20,000 every once in a while randomly, I would let them keep doing it. And the sheer amount of sound effects in this show. And like, trust me, I know this is hypocritical, but the sound effects have me wondering if they were going for like a serious production or a movie vibe or a TV show or a reality show or a TikTok vibe. Like, I feel like it's a confusing mix of all of them. Like, this isn't a YouTube video. Like, they're trying to make a movie, I think. Also, sorry, this scene, I have so many things to say. He's like supposed to be dewy and misty coming out of the shower in the locker room, but he's straight up oiled up. This man oiled up to go to his 10 a.m. World Lit class.
I know. I will practice on Leo at the party tonight. What do you think?
Why not?
And I hate how charming this movie is because they actually made Dora like the cutest person.
Gotta be cool.
Dude, when am I not cool?
But so we start finding out that Troy actually has a thing for Dora. Who could have seen that coming? Not me. Through this awesome voiceover.
Oh my god, there's Leo.
You're worth 1 million of him, but you have no idea.
And while I was watching this, my feet were cold because I was so enthralled by the story. This video is sponsored by Bombas. The cutest, comfiest, most functional socks that I own. No, not all socks are functional. If you click the link in the description, you can get 20% off your first order by using code GABI20 at checkout. And you'll want to do that because Bombas is made out of premium materials, so they actually last and don't get holes in them after like 2 washes. I feel like I always have to compromise between socks being cute and them actually lasting, and with Bombas I can have both. And with one purchased, it's one donated to people experiencing homelessness. I love that Bombas puts their best foot forward, and you'd be contributing to the already over 150 million clothing items that have been donated. Bombas makes up the top 3 most requested items in shelters because they're awesome, so make sure to click the link in the description and use my code GABI20 at checkout to get some incredible socks that are also contributing to a good cause. Thank you, Bombas, as always, and I feel like something bad is about to happen in the movie we're watching. So Monday shows up to be annoying, and she warns them that she has a surprise for Dora in 5 minutes and walks away. Within the next 10 seconds, they're about to leave. Dora's stomach grumbles, and Troy goes to get snacks and a drink for her at the party instead of leaving immediately. And then Mindy comes out. Mind you, this is like 20 seconds later. She comes out to do this whole number lip syncing to the audio of Dora asking Leo to take her virginity, which they also took the time and money to get props and clothes for. And somehow this is the funniest thing ever to this random group of bystanders who have no idea, and even if they did, it's just not that funny. Me, as the funny critic, Anthony Fontano here, internet's busiest me. There's more props. They put a mixing bowl over her head, installed 2 dildos on the mixing bowl on her head, and gave everyone these little water guns that they filled up with like mayonnaise or something to make it look like, I don't know, ranch dressing? Beats me. Like, it's so over the top and logistically inefficient. Like, imagine hating someone so much you've choreographed a dance with props and by party favors for everyone. Like, you're just not a very good villain at that point. Coming from me, the villain critic. Anthony Crime Tano here, but Troy comes back and takes her away, and they do another tense flirting lesson that I was not interested in. No way, Jose, not me. Where they're about to kiss, and Dora says,
Shit actually works.
So now Dora's gonna help Troy with his shit, and we find out Leo is actually the one behind the hidden camera in Troy's room. And now he's gonna try to keep Troy and Dora away from each other. And dude, these mean girls are like actually a Dora. At the party they were at earlier, Mindy actually tried to hit her, and Troy grabbed her.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
And now they're actually ripping off her clothes and taking pictures. Are you fucking crazy? Are you insane? That's diabolical on a criminal level. So Dora punches Mandy and gets out of there. Dora's room gets trashed by who knows, and Dora invites her to sleep in his room for the night.
I'll change my sheets. You can sleep in my bed tonight.
And Dora started to catch feelings for Troy.
Am I hot for Troy?
We all knew this was gonna happen. And we get this really sensual scene, really highlighting Troy's features and specs. And I love how they always put heartbeat sound effects over anything slightly sensual. Like when they were about to kiss earlier too. Like if you couldn't feel the immense tension through the screen already, they made sure to feel it for you. Only you can let it in. Feel the rain on your skin. Yeah. So Troy sleeps on the floor and she sleeps on the bed, and then she says, oh, but we can share the bed if you put a pillow between us. And then they wake up and the pillow's gone. What happened? I would have never seen this coming. And then we get another hot heartbeat scene. Don't worry, they haven't done anything yet. This is like watching 200 episodes of Inuyasha, just waiting for them to finally kiss at the end. Like, who would ever do that? Not me. Like, that wasn't alluding to anything. Maybe that's why I was really hooked on this show. It kind of feels like it translates well into anime. Dora gets a classic movie makeover.
Naruto and Lydia, my cousins. They're gonna do that whole fairy godmother thing with you. I don't do makeover montages, so I'm out of here, but the car will pick you up at 6.
Burn. Trash. Honey, is this from middle school?
This show is so unserious. I'm obsessed with it. But she shows up to the dance and wah wee mamma mia, zoo wee mama, she's hot.
Damn. Who's that hot hottie? Who's that hot hottie?
Dude, I want people to react that way when I walk in a room. I want them yelping, good golly, who is that beautiful broad over there? Holy mackerel, look at the ankles on that hottie McHottie.
Who's that hot hottie?
So she meets up with Troy, and it's actually cute and shit. Whatever.
You look beautiful.
I wonder what Leo was thinking.
Leo asks her to dinner, but we all know this is a ploy.
Or something sexy, cause
We're going fancy.
And Mindy sees this, and her big plan is to put laxatives in a drink and give it to her.
Perfect.
Why is she actually evil? I don't get the obsession with this other girl. Troy comes back, he switches the cherry around so Mindy forgets which drink is spiked, and she drinks the laxative drink and calls everyone's attention. And then, the unthinkable happened. Mindy shits herself.
This is just a dream.
She just gives up immediately and shits herself. So Dora's getting ready for her date with Leo and tries to get Troy to help her pick her underwear color. And I couldn't leave this out because I'm just imagining how many times he had to do this line in the booth.
Oh shit, I'm getting hard. Dude, not in front of her. Fuck.
But now they're finally ramping up for Troy to show Dora how to kiss. I'm so embarrassed. I watched this all and now I'm showing hundreds of thousands of people what I sat and chose to watch alone by myself. So now he's oiled up again, working out with this dreamlike filter on it for some reason, I don't know, to make him glow more? Or they just forgot to clean the lens, I'm not sure.
Fuck, I hate that she's giving herself to him. That narcissist will just hurt her.
So now Dora's going on this date with the most boring guy you know, who doesn't ask questions and only talks about himself.
you know, I'm looking like a first draft pick already. Everybody's gonna be like, Leo, Leo.
Hold on, I just realized they're drinking wine and they're in college. Aren't they supposed to be freshmen? Must have been a gap year. But Leo keeps saying that they should fuck.
That's why we should fuck.
What?
And Dora's just entered fight or flight mode. Bro just discovered what going on a date is like in 2025. So I've heard. I wouldn't know. I'm too busy watching shit like this. But then, okay, you might be wondering what the game plan is here. You might be thinking that Leo's just using her and playing her so she'll forget about Troy and helping him. You might think he's just a manipulator and wants Leo to get kicked off the team because he's jealous. Well, I'd tell you that you're not thinking logically enough. Since seducing her didn't work, Leo invited her there to kill her. There were probably 100 different ways to remedy this situation, but Leo's an actual psychopath somehow. Whoa, I thought that was a blow dart. That would have been way cooler. Cigar? Lame.
You're going in the penalty box.
So then Troy saves her again. They get back to his room and he takes off his shirt because he got hurt during the kerfuffle. And he has a mark of red paint on him that's supposed to be a gash. And he doesn't seem to be hurt at all. It's so goofy. He's just more like turned on.
I realized something important last night.
What?
Are you gonna secure that gauze? It's just kind of hanging there. Can we maybe revisit this conversation in 10 seconds while we get this figured out?
Leo is not the one for me.
Yeah, finally. Who is the right person?
Because you said all those times that Leo is your future. You love him.
If I love him, then why did I leave the restaurant? Plot twist.
We've called out the movie makeover montage. Now we're calling out the plot twist. I'm hoping at the end they'll turn to the camera and announce that the show is over. And then they do stuff. Who cares? I didn't watch it for that. I'm watching for the plot. Okay, but the end of this movie is crazy. So Troy gets kidnapped, of course, by the people who were sending him the money to make it look like he threw the game. He was right. And they're gonna force him to say that he has a gambling problem, admitting he took the money to throw the game on camera. And if he doesn't say that, they're gonna end Dora.
It's Troy.
I've been busted match fixing.
He does it, tries to cut ties with Dora, and pushes her away to protect her, you know, that old trope.
Don't you get it? I was using you!
She knows something's up. I like that she's not entirely useless in this movie. I feel like a lot of the other ones, they're really just like, it's stressful how useless the women are. But this one, no. She knows something's up. She finds the hidden camera, goes back into his room later when he's not there to leave a note saying to meet her somewhere, knowing that whoever's behind the hidden camera will see that and get baited into meeting with her instead of Troy.
Why can't you take die for an answer, Dora?
Jesus Christ, this guy's unhinged. He's like not even just an angsty asshole. He just actually needs to be locked away. This isn't real. This isn't real. It's just a movie, Gabby. It's just a movie. But since Dora didn't expect Leo to show up, it doesn't click with her at first that he's the one who's behind all this. But then she realizes it, and he admits the game plan. Are you ready for the reveal? He's doing all this because he's trying to pay off gambling debts. So he's trying to fix the game.
He needs him. They're gonna lose without him.
That's the point. I owe a lot of money to some seriously dangerous people. That's how I needed to pay it off.
So where is he getting the tens of thousands of dollars to wire into Troy's account? I'm so confused why he needed to do that, and also why he needed to do it for so much money. He's so dumb. Also, Troy finally gets back to his room and finds the note Dora left, but he's like a half hour too late, and pieces it together when he finds out that she left with Leo.
I see why Big Mike likes this. This is actually a turn on. To feel someone fully under your power.
But she talks back at him, which is pretty sick.
I hope it hurts. Go on, do it! Now you can be a woman-hating coward too!
And then Troy shows up with a blinding light, distracting Leo like he's a fucking vampire. And Troy saves her again. And then he fucking snaps Leo's neck? Sorry, what was that? Did he just kill him? Like, what's going on? And all he has to say is like, don't worry about it.
No, it's fine, he's out.
And then they go back to the hockey game immediately after and convince the coach to let him play, and they win. And then he calls her Dora the Adorable when they've been calling her Dora the Dork and Dora the Bore the whole time, and it's just so cute.
Dora the Adorable. I love it like crazy.
So anyway, that was terrible. I didn't have a good time watching that. Did you? I didn't. Anyway, please keep tagging me in these on TikTok. I love them. I mean, I hate them. Go check out Perfect Fantasy music video. It would be my perfect fantasy for you to watch the Perfect Fantasy music video. My name's Gabby Belle, and I don't have an outro.